And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, please inquire for the word of the Lord today. Then the king of Israel gathered prophets together. So basically he's saying this, you want to go to war, but let's see what God says first.
Él le dice, tú quieres ir a la guerra, pero vamos a ver qué dice el Señor primero.
Remember, Jehoshaphat feared the Lord. So this shows me right here, he does not make a decision without consulting with God first.
Y recuerda que Josafat tenía temor de
Young
Dios.
people, adults, any decision that you make in life has to be God included.
Jóvenes, adultos, cualquier decisión que tú tomes, el Señor tiene que estar en esa decisión.
So here's Jehoshaphat. What I'm trying to say here, what I'm getting here is Ahab knows that Jehoshaphat has God on his side.
Acab sabe que el Señor está con Josafat.
He wants to go to war.
Y él quiere ir a guerra.
And he knows if I had Jehoshaphat, we're going to win this thing.
Y él sabe, si tengo a Josafat, vamos a ganar.
So he's trying to persuade him to go to war.
Y lo está tratando de convencer a ir
But
a guerra.
Jehoshaphat's pointing back to God.
Pero Josafat dice, tengo que consultar con el Señor.
Verse 5, then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, 400 men. This man had 400 prophets around him. And said to them, shall we go to war against Ramoth Gilead, or shall I refrain? And they said, go up, for God will deliver it into the king's hand. So he gets a report saying, go ahead, do this thing. But Jehoshaphat said, is there not still a prophet of the Lord here, that we may inquire of him? So Jehoshaphat sees, you got 400 prophets, but none of them are of God.
Josafat dice, aquí hay 400 profetas, pero ninguno es del Señor.
Not everybody you consult with is a godly person.
No todos con quien consultas es una persona de Dios.
In other words, not all your friends are godly.
En otras palabras, no todos tus amigos son
So
de
you
Dios.
cannot allow those friends that are not godly to influence you.
Y no puedes dejar que ellos te influencien a ti.
Or like Ahab was trying to do, persuade you.
O como Acab estaba tratando de hacer, persuadirte.
So he says, all right, you have 400. But is there one that is of God?
Hay 400, pero hay uno que sea de Dios.
Verse 8. Then the king of Israel called one of his officers. Actually, we go back up. Verse 7. So the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, there is still one man who we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him. Because he never prophesies good concerning me, but always evil. Basically, the prophet never tells him what he wants to hear.
El profeta nunca le dice lo que él quiere escuchar.
So he considers him an enemy.
So él lo considera un enemigo.
So he's not even invited to come in with the prophets. It's not 401 prophets, it's 400.
Ni lo invitaron.
And all 400 are saying the same thing, whatever the king wants to hear.
Y los 400 dicen solo lo que el rey quiere escuchar.
If you're around people
Si estás alrededor de
that all
personas
they tell you is what you want to hear,
que solo te dicen lo que quieres
you're in the
escuchar,
wrong group.
estás en el grupo equivocado.
You need to be around people that are going to tell you sometimes, they're going to challenge you. Like, I don't think that's a good choice.
Necesitas estar con gente que van a ser honesta contigo.
I don't think you should do that.
No creo que debes hacer eso.
And sometimes we want to do a thing,
Y a veces queremos hacer algo,
but separate and apart from God is not the right thing.
pero separado de Dios no es lo correcto.
It says, in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. That's what the word says.
La palabra dice que en la multitud de consejeros hay seguridad.
But if you have just a bunch of people that are just what we call yes men, whatever you say, yeah, okay, yeah, you can do that, yeah, you're in the wrong group.
Pero si solo tienes gente que siempre te va a decir, sí, estás en el grupo
Someone
equivocado.
in that group should say, hold on, let's think about this.
Alguien en ese grupo debe decir, vamos a pensar,
Let's weigh some options out.
vamos a ver las opciones.
There is one person that speaks great into my life, and that's my wife.
Hay una persona que siempre habla a mi vida, esa es mi esposa.
And there's some things I want to do like instantly, right away. Let's do that right now.
Y hay cosas que yo quiero hacer instantáneamente.
And she'll say, no, let's think about this.
Y ella me dice, vamos a pensarlo.
And can I be honest with you?
¿Puedo ser honesto contigo?
It bothers the mess out of me.
Me molesta.
I'm like, no,
Yo digo,
let's do this now. I'm good. And then she slows me down in a good way.
Pero
Makes me think.
ella me hace reflexionar,
Makes me process it.
me hace procesar.
And I say, you know what, you're right.
Y entonces yo digo, ¿sabes
It's
qué?
a hard one to say, yeah, you're right. But yeah, you have to do this.
¿Sabes qué? Tienes razón.
So, multitude of counselors that you guys have and has been set up for you are right here.
La multitud de consejeros para ustedes está aquí en este lugar.
Your friends cannot help you with some of life decisions because they're still going through the things you're going through.
Tus amigos no te pueden ayudar con las decisiones de tu vida. Están en
They
el
don't
mismo
have
lugar
the
que tú.
experience.
No tienen la experiencia.
And I'll tell you this, you guys are far more ahead, more advanced of the things of God than all your friends.
Y te voy a decir que ustedes están mucho más avanzados en las cosas de Dios que sus amigos.
So your friends shouldn't be persuading you or influencing you. You should be influencing them.
Tus amigos no deben influenciarte, tú debes influenciarlos a ellos.
But there is absolutely no way you can do that if you're a part of all this mess that they do.
Pero no hay ninguna manera que puedes hacer eso si estás en la misma condición que ellos.
You cannot influence something that you're a part of.
No puedes influenciar algo de lo cual tú eres parte.
A crackhead can't tell another crackhead, stop doing crack.
Una persona en drogas no le va a decir a
Sounds silly,
otra
right?
para de hacer drogas.
I've heard people say, man, you're always drunk, and the guy's drinking himself.
Un borracho decirle al otro, tú siempre estás borracho.
Yeah, but I don't get like you.
Pero yo no me tomo borracho.
I can hold my own. No, you're still a drunk.
Como tú eres un borracho.